I don't know, I'm not a girl's girl, and so probably all of them. But they're fine. My favorite is Caitlin. I'll say something nice. I'm rocking her shirt. And also kind of a mocker.
Very last question we have. You, sir.
This is actually a question for all three of them. What is your guys' biggest inspiration in wrestling?
I don't know if you would say this is an inspiration, but to get involved with what we do, whether you say it's entertainment, a sport, however you want to describe it. You will not believe until you actually get in it. So I'm just letting everybody out there know that if you try to, you will not believe the sacrifices you make. The number of days being away from friends and family, the people you love, and then these become your family, okay? And so, I'm not saying it was an inspiration, but it's a heads up, because, you know, we don't go seasonal, we go year round. We perform and entertain you guys every day of the week. And you don't know where we might have been the night before, whether we go from Miami to Chicago or LA or Australia back to Chicago and perform that night. You may not know where we were the night before, but we expect you guys to expect us guys to have our A game. And that'll give you 100% every time we get in the ring. It's a hard lifestyle. And the only thing that I can say, and I know these two guys do it, and that is you have to love it in order to get by all the sacrifices that you make in your career.
It was. Wow. Not being the biggest guy, I thought if I broke some records in high school and college, I could get my foot in the door with WWE. And at that time, Kurt Angle had been doing very well with the WWE. And had he not, I would assume that I would never even got a tryout here. So I looked up to Kurt as someone who did awesome in amateur wrestling, worked harder than everybody else. And he was a friggin' gold medalist, so I go, without that guy, I might never have had my tryout, so I have to go with Kurt Angle.
Gosh, I don't know how many times I've actually told this story, but I, grew up a huge tomboy, and was best friends with my brother, and he got me into, wrestling and video games and all that stuff. And he, when I was like 11, 12, he went to the Army and, went overseas, and I thought he'd really appreciate if I would write him a rundown of every Raw and SmackDown. Like, I thought that was important when he's, fighting a war. And, and so I became, doing that made me, that was our only connection, and so that was, it kind of made me fall more and more in love with it. And my first ring gear when I was on the Indies as Miss April was all camouflage for him. And so I was 12 years old and said that this was what I wanted to do. And at that time there were girls like Jacqueline and Ivory and Lita and Trish and Molly that I look up to so much and are so amazing. And kind of just took a bunch of steps since I was 12 years old, literally went to tried cheerleading and gymnastics and all, and drama club and everything I thought would help me here one day, and just watched a lot of wrestling, and then I'm here, so it worked.
Thank you guys so much.